No, I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Here with Chris Wilner, hanging out at the Chili Bowl Nationals. Chris, you have been really busy, from announcing to pit reporting to going to the infield, running in the pits with Earl Hoon like a crazy guy. And I mean, you guys have been busy, but day 3, how much fun you having?
I'm having a blast. I have to pitch myself every year that I get to come in this building and do it, because it is such a special event, and not only the racing, but also the people too. So getting to walk the pits every day, say hi to folks I don't get to see throughout the course of the year, and then of course bring all the excitement to the folks at home. No better gig in the world.
Absolutely, and we've seen some great racing here this week. You think that this is just going to carry on throughout the rest of the week?
Yeah, 100%. Just talked to Brad Chandler, who runs the track prep crew here. He was pretty adamant that they've found the sweet spot, and it's basically rinse, lather, and repeat for the rest of the week. And we had some incidents yesterday and some drama, but I think today is going to be pretty much more of the same. And if you haven't made it here to the Chili Bowl, what are you doing? You need to come over here or watch us on floor.
From a content standpoint, you got a hell of a team this week. You got you, Earl Hoon, Blake Anderson, Caleb Hart. I mean, you got a lot of announcers working together, getting to have fun and work at the same time, but to get to have fun and do your job and getting to do fun stuff as a content creator side of things. It's got to be fun.
It's fun, and I think what makes it special too is we all have such a good camaraderie together. Obviously, I think with the exception of Blake, all of us have worked together at least for 3 years. I've been with Caleb Hart and Brian Ward for 7 or 8 years now. So you build that chemistry, and it just makes, we know how each other works. We know what everybody's strengths are and what they bring to the broadcast. So it just makes it seamless. And you mentioned it, it's work, but it's not, because it's so easy. It comes naturally to us, and hopefully that comes across to the folks at home.
Did you ever think you'd get to announce the Chili Bowl Nationals?
No.
Growing up?
No, not at all. I mean, I used to race micros back in the day in Indiana, and, you always dreamed of racing here. I've gotten to do the shootout a couple times, but never the Chili Bowl. And, just one of those things where 8-9 years ago I had the opportunity to do the shootout, which led to the Chili Bowl, and then getting to sit next to Caleb, it's a dream come true.
How crazy is Chris Moore?
I mean, this interview is going to take a while if I have to go this all. No, he knows. Chris Moore's crazy, but he's fun crazy. He's a good guy. He adds so much to the broadcast. He's really turned into a brother. Obviously our both names are Chris, so that's easy, but no, he's awesome to work with, and he brings so much to the broadcast, so much knowledge, and I'm glad he's here this year with all the big block modified guys. He can really educate us on.
Absolutely, and so looking into the rest of the week, obviously we got a couple more nights at Chili Bowl, but looking ahead for 2025, what's your plans looking like?
Be very busy. Actually, next week on Wednesday, headed down to Daytona to be a part of the NBC Sports crew to do pit reporting for the Rolex 24, and then right after that, we're looking at the Clash at Bowman Gray for the NASCAR exhibition, kind of season opener there in Winston-Salem for MRN, and then I've got about 23 or 25 NASCAR races with MRN on radio as a pit reporter, and then sprinkle in there IMSA races either on TV or at the track for public address, and then hopefully some more midget and sprint car races, but my schedule's pretty full, and then of course being back here next year.
Absolutely, and just getting to be at this event, obviously the atmosphere, from a standpoint, obviously I've talked to the drivers, from a broadcaster standpoint, you're in the booth, you get to see the rowdies on the backstretch, you get to see the fans off to your right and to your left, having a great old time. Just from that standpoint, I mean, it's just got to be cool just sitting in that booth and seeing all that.
It is. I mean, I'm jealous, as much as I feel so lucky to be a part of the broadcast crew, and it's such a joy to work. You look out, you see the crowd having fun, you see the rowdies, and you're kind of like, man, I kind of want to join them, one year.
I was just going to say, what is your thoughts on the rowdies? Yeah.
Oh, they bring so much energy into this building. I mean, it's one of those traditions, right? The Chili Bowl has so many different traditions, whether it's the rowdies, whether it's, turn the bowl pink night, or, all the pomp and circumstance that happens before and after the event. It's really special. So to kind of witness it from afar, and sometimes you get lost as a broadcaster, you turn into a fan, and you kind of have to remind yourself that, well, we got to broadcast race first, then we can be fans too.
Well, that was me last night. Obviously on the contest, but I'm over with the rowdies, and I was definitely a race fan, but definitely a fun experience here, and I appreciate you chatting with me, and
thank you.
Have fun the rest of the week.
I'm going to try, you too.
All right, Chris Wilner hanging out here at Tulsa.